What's up, everyone? So, um, awkward. Um, am I already dropping frames 13 seconds into streaming? Oh, no, that's exciting. Anyway, so awkward. Um, just when I'm trying to get out, you pull me back in. Um, of my recent YouTube videos, one of the most successful within a very short amount of time has been my Smite videos, which is weird because I transitioned away from Smite because I wasn't getting any sort of traction. But here we are. So the idea today was I feel like the problem with Smite and its community, I don't know what's live esports wise right now. Anyway, is that most people at the top, first of all, have no respect for each other in terms of their gameplay. So if you have some of the top streamers, if there's another one, they usually just discount them, and there's usually just a bunch of bullshit drama for whatever reason. I mean, they can't just appreciate them for being good. Also, a lot of people make content with the thought that most people are high-level ranked players or have a high base knowledge of the game, um, or their aspirations are to be that good. When in reality, most people are probably, gold players or just players who are playing casually who would just like to get a little bit better. So the goal for today is to play a god and try to just discuss a little bit about how to be better at the game in general. And that is my thought for today. Maybe just something that I'll do over and over again. Just play a different god. Talk about their pluses, minuses, what makes them good, what makes them bad, what makes their matchups bad, how to play them better. Am I the number one person to ask on this? No. However, you can watch a bunch of information, and from that information, you can gain a lot more knowledge. So first of all, my suggestion would be, if you're just starting to play the game, to play as many gods as possible. Find ones you like, find roles you like, but just make sure to play as much as possible. It has been in a game mode that is not Conquest. So typically, they try to push you to do that, but I don't know if they push you to do that correctly. Because I would say 70% of the game is knowing the mechanics of each god. So go into arena, just play every god, figure out what they do, figure out how to counter them, figure out what items work. Obviously, the items change relatively quickly, but having that kind of thank you, having that kind of base knowledge helps in everything else, really. And then once you do that, and also something to be said, one of the problems with, and also one of the advantages, is that every other game other than Conquest teaches you absolutely nothing except for God gameplay, which is a problem, but inherently it also helps you have very little stakes. So, Slash, Arena, Joust, I mean, almost none of them have any sort of strategic element at all. It's just fighting. So learn how to play your gods in that. So that's 70%. So what's the other 30%? Farming, map awareness, teamwork, knowing the items, all that kind of stuff, knowing your role, rotations, all that in Conquest will make you a better player. So I think the 70% is what gets you to like gold, and that other 30% will take you higher. But I don't know if there's really necessarily a point to try to get higher. I should have probably queued earlier. Now I gotta fill space for 2 minutes. But so focus on getting a god or a few gods down and what role you want to play. And then I would suggest, if you really want to get good at gods even further from that, because I think most people's inclinations are probably just to push as many buttons as possible just because they have them. Go to Conquest, queue solo. Solo really teaches you to be a better player, I think. I think it does teach you in some ways to be a better farmer, but I think the jungle probably teaches you the best or the most information on how to be a better farmer, which efficient farming is probably the most important aspect of this entire game. If you want to be a better shot caller, then you probably want to be a support player. And then there's different ways that you can learn how to farm better just from being a mid laner, but or carry or whatever. I would say that if you're looking, here's Smite, right? If you were playing in the NBA, you want to give the ball to LeBron. You don't want to give the ball to a bum. They're 12th man on the roster or whatever, right? So how do you get to be LeBron? You get to be LeBron by farming your butt off, right? And then once you farm your butt off, you can rotate into team fights. It's pretty basic stuff. Also, part of that 30% is warding. Forgot about that, which I am not good at, so don't ask me about that. But so what I would say is the focus of this. If I'm jungle, for sure I would be farming my butt off. But if I'm going to be in solo, I'm going to do my best to make sure that I am farming my butt off. And talking a little bit about the minutia. I don't know what role I'm going to get yet, so it's hard to say exactly what we're going to focus on here. But we'll talk a little bit more about how to be better at what you're doing. Because I think most people just don't really know what they're doing, unfortunately. And I play on controller, so I'm a bum. I know that, and that's okay. But I'm going to be the best bum I can be. It does significantly handicap your ability, probably. But I'm too old to be learning new things at this point. Okay, so I'm jungle, right? So what do we want to be? I don't think Thanatos is really going to teach us much. We could be Thor. I'm setting myself up for some pretty gnarly misses if I do that. I played last game as Daji. I've had some really good Naja games. Naja's pretty technical. Unfortunately, when I'm streaming, I'm a little bit laggy, so making really, really nice plays might be a little bit tough. But so the thing with Naja is, if you're playing comp, let's say you're Scream with 5 M's, you are totally capable of building very tanky and helping your team out, because you can take people, banish them, take them out of a fight, they can set up and then just one-shot, right? But if you're playing with randoms, it's absolutely impossible, because you got to be LeBron James. You get shooters shoot, and they got to be the 12th. They're always the 12th man of the pitch. You always have to believe and understand that these people are terrible every time you queue with them, especially in casuals. I think in ranked, at high levels of ranked, you could probably think that one person will be good. But the problem is that most of the time they're not. So, like, why did we just take one of the best solo laners away from the solo laner? I don't know. But I'm going to just assume that all these people are really bad. Like, if you have Scylla on your team, you would assume that if you ulted, that she would have her ult and then finish the person you ulted, but that almost never happens. I don't know why it's so hard to just read people, you know? But what we're going to try to do here is have a good game. I could have a total shit game, which is within the range of possibilities, absolutely. But so what we're going to focus on here is farming and making decisions that are going to put us ahead and help everyone else on the map by making us into LeBron James, making us into Michael Jordan, making us really big. Okay, so from the get-go, we see that we have Apollo and Baron in duo, Mulan in solo, Scylla in mid, and then Chloe in jungle. Mulan, I feel like, is generally pretty gankable as long as you hold your moves. Something I would say is if you're playing jungle, the most important thing to do is to just be patient. So we're going to do our best job to try to be patient. So the meta has changed, and mid meets with jungle at speed buff. Hopefully that person does that. From speed buff, we have to go to red buff, and from there we have to make some decisions. So the mid camps don't spawn until a minute and a half. So typically what we'll do is we'll go down to the back camps and get level 2, and then we can either gank mid or gank duo lane. In mid we have another Scylla, which might make her a prime target, especially if she doesn't get her 3. I would assume she would. Her clear is pretty bad early, so that's also another option. Baron's going to be pretty weak as being a mage support as opposed to a typical support, so he doesn't have those natural prots. So maybe we want to go that way. But we'll talk a little bit about what exactly we're doing. I don't know if we even need to get Hog anymore because we're clearing with our mid laner, but Once again, we're just trying to clear as quickly as possible because we can't trust a single person. Alright, you want to make sure to hit not the middle. Typically, you want to pull that to one side there. I'm already hip hopping, that's great. Okay, we're going to clear this and get level 2. Always, when you're clearing these camps, make sure that, I don't know what that's going on there. I'm going to go out and help. Oh boy, both these are bad decisions. I get my 3 because I might need to get out of a situation, right? If you get your 2, you're very limited on your mobility. Alright, so like I said, your teammates are always terrible. So somehow that Scotty was way late to lane, have no idea why. I'm going to try to help this RDO clear her wave so she doesn't get pushed in. I just had a phantom hit there, so my internet's really doing great things today. Couldn't do anything there, unfortunately. Scotty took forever to get back from base. I have no idea what her major malfunction is, yeah. So we're always looking to go to the spot that has the most farm. Obviously, we have to get there first. I'm getting a lot of phantom hits because of my internet. That's really great. So speed is not up, so we can't take that. So we're going to go over to this XP here. Probably could have gone and got mids. I got a little bit too caught up talking. Notice that you can get your 3rd strike there and clear the whole wave as opposed to hitting each part separately. Try to keep our farm up as much as possible. That's gone. This game is pretty much cut to begin with, so that's good. So, if we're going to win this game, it's going to be an outright carry. But we're already behind because of the Scotty, so... I don't necessarily believe in any of the talents of anybody on my team, so... Scotty looks to... Oh, she's still level 1. Somehow she hasn't managed to level up since the beginning of the game. Very exciting stuff. Typically, you want to try to share the blue XP with this guy. Mulan is jungle, actually. I see that she's coming up mid, so I'm going to come over to try to help. Alright, so once again, patience pays off. Got a nice crit there to get the kill. That's pretty lucky. But you hold your 3. I could have used my 3 and then wouldn't be able to catch up with her, but instead we went and got it. I'm assuming she's invading her red here. We have very little jungle pressure because I had to go over duo early. Of course, she doesn't save her ultimate for me to set her up. I'm going to use my body to block for her, but she's being stupid and not hitting a single move. That lane is just selling hard as shit. There is literally no saving that at this point. Note that Mulan is going to be pretty strong early game, just because of the natural defenses that she has, and also power. That's just how that class is. I noticed that my speed was coming up, so it made no sense to drop speed and then have to come back, so I just backed. I should have grabbed some wards there, but did not because I'm worried about how I'm going to save these idiots. So. I'm going to pop my 2 here to get a little bit of speed. I like what she's doing here, even though technically it hurts me. She comes and splits with me so she can get a little bit more XP. Obviously, she doesn't understand that she is not LeBron. I am LeBron, but that's fine. Alright, so we're going to take a little bit of XP away from this guy. Because obviously we need to put the carry boots on. Oh, why is she doing this? Alright, so we killed their jungler there, no big deal. We could hear her from pretty far away. Alright, something to yeah, I saw. I don't know what's going on over there. Something to keep into account is that these mid XP, they're contested XP, so if you get it and they don't, that's a double whammy for them because you get the XP and they don't. We probably could have gone to their red here. But we didn't. I could also try to set up a duo gank, but I don't think, no matter what happens, it will go well because they are so far behind. They already lost their tower 6 minutes into the game. So that's really unfortunate. I don't know how a tier loses lane so incredibly hard to a Kaladna, but here we are. Did she notice that this man is right behind her? I don't know. I lagged there, so I missed that. That's really unfortunate.
On my way.
Your right tower is under attack.
Mulan is doing things. This guy misses literally everything. I don't know what Ardia is doing, but this does not end well for us. Kaladna's over here.
Be careful, middle. Retreat.
She should be fine, because she's... There's no way we kill this Kaladna. She's got to be huge. Ooh, that was close. That was fucking stupid.
Out of mana.
I don't even know why we're fighting this, to be honest with you. Oh, she's gonna die. Okay. Hello? Why did we not kill the Baron? Yikes. Okay, we're gonna get this. Let's go ahead and grab some wards. I need someone to keep me accountable for using wards, because typically I do not use them well. If you notice, we have a lead on Mulan, which is really great, because she's an early game character. In terms of gold, we're down 4k, because our team is selling their asses off. 4k this early is unbelievable. Like, that is really not good. It's almost an embarrassment. But also, I probably shouldn't have stuck out there as long as I did. Reason being is I just missed out on a whole shitload of farm. Which, once again, you just want to be worried about. You don't want to be worried about anyone else. At this point, I'm going to be toxic and I'm going to steal some of this guy's wave. He just used his ult to clear that wave. That's embarrassing.
Be careful, middle.
I told him to be careful, yet here we are, not being careful. Does she have her relics? No. I missed. That's bad. I'm just going to try to get the wave. Just kinda... She's dead. I was not in that. I don't know what she's doing. Or it's Apollo, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go farm because this seems pretty pointless. Gladden is once again kicking Tyr's ass for some reason. Like, how does that even happen? You're fucking Tyr, bro. she's on that. I don't know why she's on that, but she's on that. Speed is going to be up.
Be careful, middle.
I got to put down a ward. Once again, I'm slacking on that department. You always want to be early to a camp, just early, so probably around the time it starts pulsating. We got a 2-level lead on Mulan, so we're in position to be able to kill certain characters pretty easily, not Apollo. That's gonna be tough. For some reason, someone left the flower on the ground, which is fucking stupid. I may have to use my ult here to get away. No, alright.
Retreat!
Scylla actually saying something that makes a little bit of sense to me. You love to see it. Oh boy, that's not good. Oh, Scylla's dead. That's sweet. Mulan is coming to eat my shithole.
You better get a penalty for slashing.
Alright. We got trans, so we're about to hit our power spike here.
But my stick.
Could have leveled up my Jotuns, but I thought this was better. So RDO is just deciding to die. That's cool. I'm going to go right because that's where most of the XP is. This tier looks like he's going to try to steal it from me, which is absolutely stupid. Interesting. He dashes away the moment I get here, so he doesn't get the last hit on that. Makes no sense to me, but that's fine. I understand that Tyr is getting his ass kicked, but he's probably going to just have to hold that L because he's been really terrible. That sucks. I'm going to throw a ring off this because I'm going to steal her XP. Apollo is kind of running the Scotty down over here.
Attack left lane.
Okay, he's going to get away with 1 HP. That is actually fucking tragic.
Careful, time to rid you of that.
We picked up the scepter. I don't even know what it's called. What makes you think they're going to go Fury? We now have Baron in left lane fighting, even though we were just there. She, of course, is going to die to Baron because, once again, terrible. She just won't.
They need me. Check. I'm on a breakaway. Be gone.
I shouldn't tank this because it's a main source of XP for Dua, but Dua has been soloing the whole game. Oh, yeah, she's dead. Maybe not.
Attack! Your middle tower is under attack. Sending you to the sin bin.
See, this guy thinks that I'm being critical instead of telling him to attack. That's always good. Somehow I worded instead of actually doing something I wanted to do. Right, what's our goal differential at this point? I see speed is up, I want to go get speed and then get my jungle. We're down probably about the same amount, so we're not getting any worse, which is good for us. Because Mulan's going to fall off and I'm going to only get better. We have enough gold to level up my Jotun's Wrath, the Jotun's Malice, which on this character will be really good. I will probably end up getting crit because I need to do as much damage as possible. Tyr is selling his ass off again. That's good. I don't even know why he'd be up there. I shouldn't have been worried about him. I should have just farmed, but here we are. I'm 3 rolls up on their jungle. Excellent. We have a ward on that. I'm going to ward up a little bit.
Your right tower is under attack.
she gonna go that way? That is not an intelligent decision. He is slowed, but for some reason is not slowed.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
I see him going this way. What is this pathing from this Apollo? Where is he going? He just used his dash. What the hell is he doing? Oh, he's ulting. We're gonna attack gold. We should have done that initially instead of...
Get dangled.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Apollo was here. I don't know what he's doing.
You're gonna have to skate around.
Retreat!
I think we're good here if we just...
See you later.
Okay.
Retreat.
Yeah. Alright. That's fine. I could have gotten some more XP on that side of the map, but I think I have some teammates who could use it a little bit more. Ooh. Which one do we go? Let's do this one.
Keep my skates sharp.
I need to get that, so we got a lot off that back. Let's get beads. I'm gonna grab 2 wards. Unfortunately can't get a counter ward. So that actually went really well. However, our deficit in gold went up. Just kind of goes to show what we're dealing with here. Mulan got a lot of XP and has caught up a little bit, so we're getting back to the farming game. Hopefully Tyr won't be able to get killed. If he gets able to get killed, I don't really know what to say. It's quite impressive. Mulan is here.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy missile retreat right lane.
Do not falter.
Gonna ring toss off of that. I heard her use her dash, so I'm gonna get out of here.
Man, that guy just checked me.
There's no kill potential on me, but I do have my blink if I have to use it. Alright, so I just cleared right side of the map. I see the kid on our red. We have 2 on our red.
Retreat!
Had to use my ult to get out of that, which is tragic.
Your middle tower has been destroyed. You have
That's not good. I don't know how that happens after I was just fighting 2 people on right. Basically, just everyone's AFK.
Retreat right lane.
I have a counter ward here, so I might as well get rid of that ward. He literally has me on his ward, but apparently he's not worried about it. At this point, it's a little late for our dual lane, so I'm just gonna take their shit. Could have gone back to just clearing our back camps over there, which they are now attacking, of course.
Careful.
Not hooked.
Ah, that's
One
tough.
shot.
I don't know what she was thinking. That was dumb from literally second one. Speed's gonna be up, but red is up right now. I don't know why Scotty's helping me drop red. That seems like an interesting decision. Scotty should be literally never leaving her lane because she's so far behind, but apparently that's not in her brain's coding. Let's see, we got 2 levels. Our ADC has a 7 level difference.
Defend the gold fury.
We have it warded. I don't know what we're defending. We do have decent coverage into the jungle over there, which is surprising. So we'd be able to see whether or not they were going to that. They could be grouping here, or just looking to attack mid.
I'll defend left lane.
Why is Scotty not defending left lane? I don't know. We could have
Defend
taken...
the gold fury.
I'm gonna hit this so I get XP from this wave.
The enemy team has destroyed the gold
Ooh,
fury.
fortunate.
That's not something I want to touch, I don't think. This is bad. I kind of just felt like I needed to do something and get in there, but it was a dumb decision. As you can see, this is where we lose. Scotty dies with ult up. I would have killed him if she would have gotten it, I think. Well, not with that one move, but she could have basicked him. So the state of this is really bad. She's right there. She has no awareness of anything. Good relic usage, though, I guess. Scotty's back because it's been 13 seconds because she's level 2. This is rough. And I'm doing this in one shot. This is going on YouTube. But, I mean, we're 7-1, right? Scotty's 0-8. That's, like, how do you bring that back? Tiers 1 and 6. And, like, literally from a jungle perspective, what were you going to do? They were killing themselves from literally minute 1. So, and they're taking a fight despite the fact that we're down 10,000 gold. I'm just going to worry about going where I'm going. We can get Defender of the Jungle or whatever it's called after this, which is nice. Tuan is right next to me. She's once again not taking the flowers, which is an interesting approach. By interesting, I just mean wrong. Okay. That'll help us get some... I hear her taking back camps.
On my way.
Despite the fact I asked for help, no one gives me help, which is cool.
Is it alright?
I just like hard as shit there. Enemies in the jungle over here. For some reason, RDO is once again that far up for no reason. I'm just gonna back and call that a day. I should not have, but that's okay. Could have gotten the next level of Deathbringer, which would be pretty huge. It's fine, I guess. I don't know if there's any grouping that favors us with Scotty being so low.
Fire giant. Defend the fire giant.
Okay.
Okay.
Lagging pretty hard again. Just ult the fire, please. Okay. That's an easy kill. Alright. Somehow we're gonna win this game because that team is terrible. I want to call for a split push here because they only have 2 people up and I have a significant level advantage on Mulan.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
He's going to decide to actually stop me instead of stopping them, which is
Attack left lane.
an interesting decision.
Enemy missing right.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Got push. Slap shot. Body check.
Fools! What were they thinking? Conjure with it yet!
She's really bad though, which is unfortunate for sure. Oh, got a huge shield there. Fuck. But I'm gonna get a heal. Fat heal there.
An enemy has been slain.
Everyone backed, which is interesting. I don't know why he's laughing at me. I just killed like everyone on their team. They don't really have a true tank, right? They have Baron. I'm not really worried about Baron. If we get Bloodforge, we can string some kills together. I don't do. Do I think it's? Oh, never mind. I gotta get Defender of the Jungle first. Do I think Bloodforge is the best here? No, but it gives me the best chance to carry, which is almost as good. We've kind of brought the gold deficit down a little bit again. We're still down like 4K, but we could get that back in towers. Although we still have 2 towers up as well. Gold might be on the plate for them. Got to make sure we ward that up. That heal was huge. How much healing did I get back from that? Just humongous.
I will ward.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where we're going to do massive damage, so that's good.
The enemy team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
Saw that one coming.
You're gonna have to skeeter on these cones.
Well, that's the end of that. Scotty doesn't think so. Okay.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I want to bring him to our side of the map here. We got Aegis out of that guy.
Slain an enemy.
He's ulting? Interesting.
Retreat! He got hooked!
He's dead. I don't know what the fuck is going on right here. She is not... What? She is tanky as shit.
Left and right.
Like, how do you play this, man? Like, holy shit. Now seeing Cloadna being that tanky, there's literally no way to help this child.
Your right tower
Okay.
is under attack. Sorry.
Then the fire giant.
Your middle tower is under
They kind of seem like they're about to shove this up my cock, but maybe.
Your middle tower is destroyed.
She's not dead. I actually hit her with that shit too.
Then the fire giant.
Who's going to fire right now? The entire team is here. Ward it then. Jesus.
Group up!
Yeah, I'm gonna need either to pick my targets wisely, so not Cloadna, or I need to get Heartseeker. Titan's Bane is also something I could get. I don't know if I need percent pen on. She just has breastplate, and I can probably one-shot Mulan here. So
Enemies in left lane.
rightful right.
Ooh, unfortunate.
I just missed fucking everything, and now I'm dead. Here's my tank running away from me. That's my fault, but still, I don't know why he's running away. Alright, so this is fire. Absolutely.
You scratch mine.
It's kind of
Scratch yours.
so missing everything is obviously bad. You don't want to miss everything, especially in that situation. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to me that she used her ult too early. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to be grouping on left lane when we know that they want fire. So now they are going to start taking stuff. Very likely just run it down middle lane. If they back, that's kind of an interesting choice. Notice that I've been level 20 for like forever, and Scotty's level 18 still. But basically my only option is to try to one-shot a carry. Obviously, well, they don't have Apollo, so that's pretty good.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
God. Lag is real. Why is she not taking... You're telling me... I just got through the end of the game. But, like, how is she going to live through getting hit by the Titan there? I also did not buy anti-heal, which was a huge mistake.
Your left Phoenix.
Maybe we can survive this and then lose a little bit later. Okay, she missed everything. Scotty's doing 0 damage. Okay, she might be dead. Nope, she's not dead. Oh, nice. Alright, can she hit him now? I don't know if that Scotty knows how to use her ultimate.
Stand a chance.
Tactics defend the Titan.
Defend the Titan.
It's just kind of getting bonked right now. Okay, nobody gives a shit. That's cool. I don't know what Tyr's doing. I'm scared. These guys scare me. It also scares me that we have 2 members of our team not level 20. Excellent.
On my way.
She is just like a lamb to the slaughter.
Your right tower
Holy.
is under attack.
On my way.
That's fucked.
Comes a tower and
I definitely hit my weapon. Okay, she's still hitting me there? Oh boy. How is she just gonna run me down? The fuck is this?
Your left Phoenix is under
Well, this is a pretty terrible end of the game, but it's just what it is.
Your left Phoenix has been destroyed.
So let's see, even with my terrible end of my game, we have 18k. I'm down 500 to their jungle, who I was beating the entire game, and they basically have phoenixes and stuff. I mean, there's nothing you can do when you have people like that, but what are you gonna do? So some takeaways from that game. First of all, hit your moves. Sometimes you're just gonna miss. It is what it is. I played plenty well in that game for us to be in a position to win. Some things that happened, stayed too long in mid lane and fought too much, even though I won, technically. Everyone back from there. I don't think they believed that I could win that. I mean, if you look at the jungler diff here, 5k difference damage-wise. But, I mean, so the best players on our team were Scylla and me, right? And you can see that it's all due to gold, right? But even then, this team was so bad that we had less gold than even their support. And their mid was terrible. Look at this. Not even a person. So, the only reason this game went so long is these two. And then, this is just atrocious. And if you're a Scylla, the problem with the Scylla though, never waited for any sort of setup. She did hit that tier knockup, which was good. But the problem is that you cannot be a ranged character and be outdone by me. Like you have an ultimate that can be reset. She just farmed this tier all game. He farmed the Scotty all game, and they got huge. The fact that he only had 26k is kind of mind-boggling. But look at his minion damage, 223,000. So the takeaway here is that if you farm efficiently, you can keep yourself in a game and hit your moves. I mean, we're a couple of hit moves from being fine. I mean, and look at these slash lines. So 4 and 24 from... I'm sorry, so let's do duo and solo. So 2, 4, 6, and 31 from everybody in the game that wasn't me or Scylla. 6 and 31. So you're not going to win no matter what you do there. And I didn't even get an opportunity to show off any jungle ganks to solo or duo because they were that far behind. Just kind of a diff in player skill there. But some things to take away, like I was saying, is make sure you're farming always. Make sure you're thinking about what you're doing. Don't get carried away with fights, which is what I did, and hit your moves. I like Naja a lot, but I wouldn't say that he's necessarily meta or anything like that. Cloedna's definitely strong. Ardio's strong. That's all I can really say in this game that's super strong. If there's a character you want to see me play or you have a question, please give me a comment below. Subscribe if you want to see more of this. Like I said, the Daji video I had the most views. Modest. Although I made 2 other videos that day that got 0 views. So, and that's the kind of content I want to make, so now I'm just confused. If you want to see me play a different role, if you want to see me talk more about things, I can do that as well. I got a little bit too sucked into the game late, but it is what it is. Another thing we can talk about is don't press yourself if your team isn't very good. Obviously, I don't want to make an excuse for myself, but that's another reason why I was missing a lot of stuff is because I wanted to make sure I hit stuff because I knew I had to. Otherwise, we're just going to lose. But I didn't kill that Cloedna with that one. That was pretty tragic. But make sure to leave a like. I'm going to put some other things you can view here above my head. This video will be on YouTube later today. If you were here watching, which is basically just CLD. Thanks for that too. Hope you guys like this video and hope to make more like it soon. Thanks.